to oversee the smooth running of the company that brings you all those nifty home and garden gadgets that proliferate the airwaves of the home shopping channel. Anyway, whatever his reasons for being there, my dad and his executive assistant Jarvis were seated in the front row, right smack dab in line with the MC's podium. Immediately, my dad homed in on the beautiful young woman standing uncomfortably above him, extolling the virtues of a pair of neon pink palazzo pants that some model was wearing as she slunk down the runway. Enrapturing. His word, not mine. My dad thought to himself, watching the beautiful young woman flip through the index card she held in her hands as she spoke. Utterly enchanting. At that moment, he knew in his heart that he had finally, after many years of searching, made the acquaintance of the love of his life. Before him, high on her podium, stood the future Mrs. Death. The happy couple quietly eloped 6 months later. So all of the above means that my parents are madly in love with each other, and as long as they continue to enjoy their lives together, and my dad continues to be the president and CEO of Death Inc., I and my entire family will continue to be immortal. I suppose some people would consider this whole immortality thing to be like the greatest gift a parent could ever give their kid, but I'm here to tell you that it completely, totally, unbelievably bites. I mean, imagine losing every person you ever loved to age and decay while you stayed young and beautiful for eternity, or until you could figure out some way to renounce your immortality without pissing your dad off. Let me just say that immortality fully screws with your head, and I know this from experience. When I was a teenager, I was in a car crash with two of my best friends, and while I walked away without so much as a scratch, I did get the exciting experience of watching my two friends die horrible, agonizing deaths. It was like awesome. Not. So believe me, I do know what the hell I'm talking about when I say immortality isn't all it's cracked up to be. Even though there are some idiots out there that still think being immortal is like the cat's meow. To those people, I offer these 10 simple words. Spend a day in my shoes, and then we'll talk. In fact, how about you slip into my sexy little size 8 Manolo Blahnik faux zebra pumps that I got on sale at Barney's and try this day on for size? It all started on what I thought was a reasonably normal Thursday evening. I had just shut down my computer, packed up my cute Louis Vuitton knockoff messenger bag. I didn't even know Louis Vuitton did a messenger bag until I saw this little number sitting in Times Square, and was getting ready to walk over to the elevator and press the down button when my cell phone rang. At least, I thought it was my cell phone. I dug around in my bag, looking for my stupid BlackBerry wannabe, praying it would continue to ring just long enough for me to follow the sound down to whatever nether region of my purse the dumb thing was seeking asylum in that day. Apparently, my handheld device had something going with my checkbook, because I found it wedged, in a strangely sexual position, in between the check register and that weird plastic divider thing no checkbook holder ever seems to be without. Of course, my hand closed on the stupid thing just as it stopped ringing. So I immediately pressed the answer key, hoping against hope to catch whoever was on the other end of the line anyway. Nothing happened. I put the phone part of the device to my ear, hoping for heavy breathing and or other assorted noises, but it was absolutely dead. Damn it, I mumbled under my breath, annoyed, and definitely not expecting anyone to say anything in return. Hello? A voice sang through the receiver. I almost dropped the phone. Hello? I said in return, my voice completely belying my thoroughly confused state of being. I had definitely heard a serious lack of dial tone only seconds before, so who the hell was poltergeisting my PDA? Hello? The voice on the end of the line said a little more shrilly. Okay, this is getting just a little bit ridiculous, I thought to myself, as I looked down at the phone and saw that the stupid thing wasn't even on. Okay, listen up. This is Calliope Reaper Jones. I don't know who you are or why you've bewitched my handheld device, but this is so not funny. Without waiting a beat, a low-pitched feminine voice began talking at me like I hadn't spoken at all. We will commence tonight with our first session, the voice intoned. It is imperative that you have a pot of licorice tea and 2 cupcakes, both in carrot cake.